Twitch streamer and OnlyFans star Amouranth just reported and dropped footage of a gang of thugs attacking her at her home. She was robbed at gunpoint. These criminals were in search of her crypto wallets, and they effed around and found out because
like
two of them got shot.
I like the idea that, like, if this was a movie, there would be a boomer who's, like, looking for a physical wallet on the ground.
No, they were looking for access to her millions of dollars in crypto wallets, and instead what they found was bullets flying at them as Amouranth and allegedly her husband as well shot two of the invaders.
According to Donut Operator, it was her husband that did the shooting, not her, but her
Depends who you ask.
Her tweet said that she did it.
She claims she got one of them. The police claim that her husband got one of them. Either way, they defended themselves because they live in Texas, not LA.
Amaranth's 2A arc is about to start.
For real. Yeah, well, you said that she's actually been known to post videos of herself shooting
I believe
guns.
there was, yeah. And for those who are wondering, this was the post that I saw that was talking about that.
Well, let's actually look at the surveillance footage that she released before getting into the details.
So here they come over here.
She's running away.
It's in here. I'm still coming. Come on. Go.
So that's it yesterday. I guess that would have been the second at 10:51.
You hear 3 gunshots go off, and they start running away. Don't mess with Texas.
She gonna collab with Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah, I mean, the possibilities are endless.
Yes.
Brand deal, maybe.
Oh, yeah. If we could get her...
Black Rifle
like
coffee.
A Black Rifle coffee and a SIG brand deal, that would be great.
Incredible. So she was actually live tweeting this crypto robbery.
We're not kidding you. Like, they let her... I guess she has to be able to keep her phone for access to the wallet?
Yeah, that's one possible explanation. I don't think that she just outright staged this because police are corroborating that a criminal incident occurred. I don't think she made this all up. But she was live tweeting, and it doesn't lend itself to the gravity of the situation. She said, "I'm being robbed at gunpoint." This is from March 2nd, close to midnight on March 2nd. "I believe I shot one of them. They wanted crypto is what they were yelling. They pulled me out of bed. This was a home invasion. SWAT here now. I'm safe. They pistol whipped me, but I got one. I'm bleeding a lot, but stable, going to the hospital." She posted a video of police cars outside her home, and she actually has a gated entrance, so I'm not sure how they made it in. She said, "I'm covered in blood, but only some of it is mine. I'll update y'all later, but I'm safe now. I was at gunpoint. They gave me my phone and said log in with a gun to my head. And I tweeted because calling would be a death sentence." And then posting the footage the next day, she said 3 gunmen. He screams, I got shot after. That was in the surveillance footage. "I'm not supposed to post the scene itself," meaning the footage from indoors, "nor the casing, which are now in evidence. They beat me before this video and pistol whipped me. The pummeling felt like it would never end, and I protected my head by putting my arms up like I learned how to do in boxing. Blood was streaming down my head, and my hands were beat brown. They brought duct tape and masks and were armed with handguns." Someone responded to say, "I would log off the internet for a while. This is the kind of event that needs time, space, and calm to process. You did good, though. When it came to fight or flight, you fought. Good work." Amouranth said, "Truth be told, I don't know if I'll ever be back." She's considering quitting her streaming career, her OnlyFans stardom.
She's going to start
as a
wearing
result of this incident.
Shirts that say better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I say, like, good for her for defending herself.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. That's
So allegedly what she planned to do wasn't just surrender the money to them. She was bringing them to this other building on her property where her guns were.
Yeah.
Telling them, "Oh, this is where my crypto wallet information is."
Yeah.
and they followed her like idiots, and they fafoed.
Bragging about having $20 million in crypto is insane.
That was her first mistake.
Yeah.
You don't talk about how much money you have in general, let alone how much Bitcoin or whatever crypto you have.
It's like the
online.
mopes who win a bunch of money at the casino and then they get followed home, unfortunately.
Yeah, you don't tell people.
You don't flash that much cash.
Don't tell people that you won the lottery, etc. So Amouranth claims that she at least shot one of these criminals, and then police spokespeople say that her husband fired one shot at them using his own weapon. According to her complaint, she believes one suspect was struck before they all fled on foot, and she was then transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
I mean, it's no small feat to say that to fire, if it was, they say that her husband was the one that hit them, but if she was the one to hit them after being pistol whipped is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, having your bell rung like that is no mean feat to then pick up and fire a weapon.
Right. I mean, I'm no fan of Amouranth in general. Yeah. And I do think that she's not the most reliable narrator when it comes to her life. I think we all remember her infamous stream exposing her abusive ex-husband.
Yeah, whatever happened with that? They're
whatever
still together.
Happened with that? I don't know. But, you know, I do think it's cool that she is talking about self-defense and practiced it in real life.
Yeah, Tim tweeted about it. I saw that. He says, very strong possibility they would have killed her if she had given over the crypto. Glad she's able to get armed and protect herself. Buy guns, ladies.
These are hazards that come with her job.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I mean, think about this. We just talked about the Bop House last week and the stunning lack of security they had when it first started.
They were so flippant about it.
Yeah, like that's and this is a gated entrance.
Yeah.
For this, not that that's going to stop a determined, home invader.
The Bop House girls were like, okay, let's just post a bunch of photos of us and the layout of our property in Miami and blast this all over social media, and then we'll be surprised when someone comes to our front door about to kill us.
Yep.
Like, where is the common sense? Apparently Amouranth has more common sense than these Gen Z bops.
Time to start making the firearms content. Unfortunately, that gets you demonetized a lot of the time. Especially
new show where you teach OnlyFans stars how to shoot guns.
Yeah.
Because they need it, clearly. This is not the first incident that I've read about.
I mean, there's a real discussion that could be had about learned helplessness in a culture. It's like there are ways to protect yourself that people... So we were actually... This is such a funny story. We were watching the Lethal Weapon TV show last night. I love it. It's one of the underrated gems. It's nothing like the movies. It's if you don't judge it based on its connection to the movie, you'll be fine. None of the same actors, none of that. But there's an episode where like... one of the characters who's a cop, he feels like his house is getting robbed and he comes downstairs with a baseball bat. I'm like, nobody would ever do that.
Dude, you're a cop.
You're a cop. You would come downstairs with a gun.
Yeah.
Nobody's that stupid.
No, I see a lot of TikToks from young women who are very afraid for their safety, and they end up buying all these stupid trinkets and gadgets online,
or they have a dog,
that too.
I do love
but they get these like keychains where it's like you put your fingers through these like finger holes and it has two like spikes on it, or they get like makeshift locks to put on their doors.
I love have
whatever.
You seen the lady who makes the fake video? She's like it's like I'm traveling to this place, here's how I stay safe, and she puts a comical amount of like
I see those videos too.
There's one where she opens the peephole to cover the peephole with something else.
Right. Yeah. And they always get, the pepper spray, and that's not worth nothing. And they get maybe a pocket knife at most, because these women just refuse to buy a gun and use a gun.
Well,
and
also,
then they don't realize like all of these gadgets and gizmos and who's its and what's its that you've purchased on Temu don't stand a chance compared to someone who has a gun when you don't, and compared to literally just a man's brute physical strength compared to yours, which is negligible at most.
Also, there's like I'm guessing there's the barrier to entry is just too high. Everybody talks about like, I wish that my daughter had the same amount of rights as an AR-15 before they realize just how much work actually goes. Because most of them aren't going to be living in a two-way friendly state. They're going to be living in LA or Chicago or New York City or one of these places where there's going to be 10,000 extra steps to get a firearm, if at all.
Right, and Amouranth can thank her lucky stars that she is a Texas resident and not living in like New York or LA.
She's going to start
somewhere else
making videos about constitutional carry, just walking around with a gun.
Yeah. I mean, it's like at once I feel she invited this because she was indiscreetly telling people about how much cryptocurrency she owns. And she also has an incredibly public job, which comes with risks like this. And I'm sure she's aware of that.
Very hard to keep, even with good security, to keep your residence hidden.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. There are aspects of this that she could be fabricating for clicks.
Think so?
I don't doubt it. If you're willing to air out...
You know what it is? She just really still hates her husband and didn't want to give him credit for shooting the guy. Like, so she's like, I did it.
Petty. Petty is
super petty.
But... if you're willing to air out your alleged divorce and abuse narrative for Twitch clout, what are you not willing to do?
Yeah, there was never any like follow-up that I ever saw about that.
No, I have no idea what happened with that.
But still, good for her for defending herself and getting out of that situation, because it could have been a whole lot worse.
The whole crypto world is getting scarier, I feel.
In what way? Oh, I mean, just with all the rug pulls and meme coins.
Actual mob activity, like criminal mob activity going on in the crypto world more and more frequently. The rug pulls as well. You have to think about who's behind those schemes. It's not the celebrities and influencers who are promoting the rug pull shit coins. It's the people that approach them with these deals and who they're getting paid by and who they're paying. Like, there's a whole shadowy network of these people, and we have no idea who they are. If
this was fake, if it was all a simulation, this would have happened to Hawk Tuah, and that's how she would have made her rebound into the public eye. They'd have been like, I want the money from your meme coin rug pull. And she'd been like, I can't. And then she would have shot him.
Yeah, she needs to learn self-defense too.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.